In a moment, you will be subjected to a mini empathy simulation. Please make sure that you are fully focused on the screen for the duration of the simulation. This simulation aims at developing empathy with visual and hearing impaired people, even if only for 5 seconds. Obstacle.
What is an obstacle? Is it a trick of our minds? What about being disabled? Is it really an obstacle for us? What if I told you that every healthy individual is a potential candidate for disability? Individuals with physical or mental disabilities are officially recognized as disabled in society, but things are not always as it seems. We are all equal, only adjusting the condition to suit everyone's needs remove the barrier between us. Disabilities are not and shouldn't be an obstacle affecting the daily life.
Because there is no truth more sacred than human life.
According to data from the World Health Organization, approximately 15% of the world's population consists of people with disabilities. Persons with disabilities are frequently not considered potential members of the workforce. Perception, fear, and prejudice continue to limit the understanding and acceptance of disability in workplace everywhere. Persons with disabilities are often unable to work, and accommodating a person with a disability in the workplace is expensive. These are only a few examples of the obstacles that stand in the way of people with disabilities to find a job, which will enable them to earn their own living and support their families. People with disabilities could become active members of the society, gain independence from others, and use their skills in accordance with their disabilities only by participating in the workforce. Today, legal regulations regarding the education, employment, and participation of disabled citizens in social life are gradually increasing.
Contrary to the prejudice in the society, some companies around the world have discovered that people with disabilities are extremely talented and therefore increased employment of people with disabilities. It is gratifying to know that there are companies like 3M, Boston Scientific, United Airlines, or Google that care about being inclusive and aim to hire people from different backgrounds.
In our country, Ishkur and other institutions also draw attention with their work in this field. There are regulations in the Turkish labor law regarding the employment of people with disabilities in the workplace. And we found the Burger King in Chamanzar, which is very close to our school. And that place employs people with disabilities in a way that sets an example of other workplaces. The famous professor Stephen Hawking was largely paralyzed after the age of 22. Despite his impairment, he didn't give up his career and achieved great success in the field of physics. Moreover, Sumaya Boyaji, one of our national pride, is one of the biggest inspirations of disabled people in our country to engage in sports, and is the first female European champion in swimming.
We visited Turkey's the first dialogue museum located in Gayrettepe subway station in Istanbul. The museum is both a social enterprise and a museum. The aims of exhibition to discover the invisible, developing empathy and making inclusion a direct experience. We received a little sign language training there, and also had a chance to adopt the awareness by ordering our drinks from a hearing-impaired barista. We had a really enjoyable time there. We recommend everyone to visit this place and gain a different perspective on life. Never forget that.
It's not a disability, it's a different